Is this for you? If you have lots of skills and experience from jobs, courses, and/or community work, but don't have a piece of paper to prove it, or if you want a qualification to help you get a promotion, or if you want to change jobs or careers, but you're worried about how to prove your skills are valuable, or if you work in a trade but need a formal qualification to help you get on. If so, skills recognition could put you on the fast track. You could get a vocational qualification or part of a qualification without having to study what you already know. Let's take a tour of the Skills Recognition Self-Evaluation Tool website. Firstly, on the home page, there's understanding of skills recognition, an element of identification of choosing the qualification. 2, preparing the evidence you need to prove that's your skills. And fourthly, the assessing process. So we're going to start now with the self-evaluation tool by clicking on the red Get Started button. Now we get to select a path. There are 3 paths. The first path is a qualification in an area you're already experienced in. Secondly, a qualification in a new area that you'd like to move into. And thirdly, a qualification you'd like to study. We're going to choose the first option, which is a qualification area you already have experience in. We move to the next step, which is choosing occupation. So we're looking for an area which we've already got experience in. So there are 2 ways of doing it. One, by browsing industry by categories, and 2, by searching for the occupation. If we know the occupation name, then that's the best way to go. So we are now going to have a look for hairdresser. That's the occupation we're going to be looking for. And under personal services, we see there's beauty and there's hair. So that's a logical industry category to look at. And now the occupations in alphabetical order. We come down to hairdresser, we select hairdresser, click OK, and now hairdresser is the chosen occupation that we're moving forward on. I'm going to remove that for the moment and use the second, which is selecting occupation. Because we can do abbreviations, we're going to put hair. So we'll look at all occupations that have got the title hair in. We search, we come up for 4. We'll select the hairdresser as we did before, click OK, and as in the last example, hairdresser now appears on the right hand side of the screen. At this point of the program, you're able to save and log in later if you wish by clicking this button. We're going to move to the next step and we'll click continue. Now we're going to have a look at your skills towards being a hairdresser. So we'll move down here. We'll assume that you've been in the beauty industry, and as we move the mouse over the subsets, it gives us an indication of what that means. We'll assume that we haven't done design and makeup. Click that off. We'll come down the rest of the categories and we'll assume also we've done first aid. Move over first aid and we'll assume we've done both those. We'll assume at this point in time we've done nothing at hairdressing. And we can again save. We're going to continue. Now we've done that, it's come up with the qualifications. Now the qualifications are listed by priority. It's 5 here. You can also go across the screen here and choose up to 20 to 30. We'll choose 10 for this exercise. Bring the screen down so we can see the 10. So they are the courses we can go for, and where the highest recognition of skills located, then that particular advancement's there. So we need to go down here and we want to do certificate 4, we want to do hairdressing. Click on that and you'll see that we've got a certain amount of recognition of skills in that area. We can now click on view the qualification details. And this gives us a view of the 7 core units and the 4 non-core units. And down the bottom of the page, we're able to print that out, that document out. Now we do that if we're going on, but because we want to continue, we'll close this off. We will select the certificate for in hairdressing. Down the bottom of the page, there's a box. If you fill in that box, you do not want to list the training providers. We want to list the training providers that are capable of delivering a course in certificate 4 in hairdressing. We'll continue. Now we come for the selection of training providers. We can choose the training provider by just going down the list and again putting as many training providers on the page as we want. The bottom will indicate how many training providers give the hairdressing course. There's 25. We can also search for the training provider by name. We will use TAFE. Click. And now it's got the 2 TAFE centres which can deliver that particular course. We can also search by suburb. And the address in Sydney we've got is the Venus College. So we've got 3 methods of choosing a training provider. We will click this particular one, the last episode, and we will click continue, which brings us to the next steps. Now, on this page here, we've got my skills that we've got towards this qualification. We've got information on the training provider and how to contact the training provider. We can also print out now the results of the self-evaluation or download the results of the self-evaluation in a PDF file. For this example, we're going to have a look at a printout. So we'll click on the printout. And this is the piece of paper you take away with you. And it's got the results of the self-evaluation tool, the qualification, the training provider, the information on how to get to the training provider, including a map, course code, and the units. So we can actually print that out if we want to from here. We're going to close off. And that completes the tour. I hope that's been helpful to you.